All right. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. It is August 1st. August 1st. Can you believe it? Time flies when you're having fun. Anyway, it's your favorite trainer, Coach Chuck. We got a good one today. We got a lot of work to do. So we are just going to get started. We're going to start off by getting on our square. We're going to do a really, really quick body scan. So it's not going to be as extensive as it normally is. We're going to get some breathing in. We're going to go ahead and engage those glutes. And then we're going to close our eyes and we're going to get some breathing in. So get on your square, right? Get your feet just outside of shoulder width apart. They're pointed straight ahead. We're going to put the weight in our heels. And we're just going to start by simply engaging our glutes and then relaxing them. And then engage your glutes and then relax them. Engage your glutes. Super, super tight, like you're trying to not drop a quarter in between them, and then relax. Now, this time we're going to go ahead and engage our glutes, and we're going to keep them engaged. And then we're going to start with the breathing. So deep breath in through your mouth, out through your mouth. Envision stretching out your lungs, right? As we do this, here we go. First breath, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's 3. Now this time, we're going to breathe in, and when we exhale, go ahead and close your eyes. So breathe in and breathe out. Okay, you all are going to continue with that breathing, but you're just going to follow my instructions, please. So weights in the heels, go ahead and squeeze your glutes, right? Now, I just want you to take the toes, pick them up off the floor, whether you're wearing shoes or not, and then spread them out. And then just kind of wiggle them around, right? Wiggle them around, and then press them back into the ground. And then we're going to do that again. Lift up the toes, just kind of wiggle them around. You're resting on your heels and the balls of your feet while the toes are moving. And then you're going to go ahead and press them back into the ground. And then you're going to shift your weight forward off the heels onto those toes and the balls of your feet. And then you're going to bring the weight back into the heels. Now, let's do this a couple more times, just kind of shifting the weight from the heels to the toes. While you're doing that, you are just kind of acknowledging, you're taking an inventory of how the toes feel, how the feet feel. You're saying good morning to your toes, right? In the spirit of creating a positive relationship with movement. It is early. Thank your toes. Acknowledge them for getting up with you, okay? Now, let's go ahead and stop with the shifting of the weight. Go ahead and put the weight back in the heels as we take the feet and bring them together. So I want your heels touching and I want your toes touching. Now, we're going to go ahead and start making circles with our hips. So just make big circles. You can go clockwise or counterclockwise. Doesn't matter because we're going to go both ways. Now, while you're making these circles, right, you will notice that your knees and your ankles are moving. You cannot move your hips without moving your knees or ankles, or vice versa. You cannot move your ankles without moving your knees and your hips. Things that happen upstream affect things that happen downstream. Go ahead and reverse those circles. Now, as we're doing these circles, again, you're just kind of taking a quick inventory. You're doing a body scan of the body parts that are moving, starting with those ankles and your knees and your hips. Now, the body scan is meant so that you can just kind of check in with those body parts. A lot of times we go through our day, we don't ever think about our knees or our hips or our ankles unless they're hurting. And that's bad. You need to be thinking about them when they're not hurting and acknowledging them and thanking them, as I am, for getting up so early with me this morning. Okay, now let's take the feet And let's get them outside of shoulder width apart. So I'm gonna get into kind of a wide stance here. Feet are still pointed straight ahead. Feet are still, weight is still in the heels. And I am still engaging the glutes. Now, I'm gonna raise my arms up, out to the side, okay? So fingers are pointing, I'm reaching to each side of the room. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and rotate. I'm gonna keep my hips pointed straight ahead, but I'm gonna take my shoulders and point them to the right, as far as I can. Then I'm gonna go ahead and point my shoulders to the right, to get my other right, my left here, or my right. And as I'm doing that, it's gonna go back and forth. It's gonna be taking some inventory of the musculature of my trunk. Feeling how the spine feels this morning, which mine feels great. No snap, crackle, and pop. It's awesome. Saying good morning to my spine. Saying good morning to those shoulders, because those arms are kind of getting heavy already. All right, so let's go ahead and drop those arms. Let's take a step in to where the feet are once again underneath our hips. We're gonna put the weight in the heels, and let's go with a couple shoulder rows. I'm starting with reverse shoulder rows. Saying good morning to my shoulders again, right? My clavicle or my collarbone. My neck is even getting involved in that, and my upper trunk. Okay, now I'm going to start with bending at the elbow, bringing my thumb up to my shoulders, right, as far as I can, kind of like a air curl, right? Now I'm going to extend my arms again, kind of focusing on the triceps, back of the arm. And then I'm going to bend at the elbows again, bringing the thumbs up to shoulders, biceps, and then extend again. Good morning, biceps. Good morning, triceps. Okay. Now, taking my chin, keeping my shoulders pointed straight ahead, hips pointed straight ahead, take my chin over the left shoulder, my real left this time. And then taking that chin over the right shoulder. And do that again, left shoulder as far as I can, shoulders forward, hips forward, and then over the right shoulder. Okay. Now chin down to the ground, so I'm looking down, weight still in the heels, glutes are still engaged. And then I'm looking up towards the ceiling. And then back down again. Just doing a quick scan of that neck, cervical vertebrae, then I'm looking up. Okay, then I'm going to bring that gaze level. Now I'm just going to finish with 4 deep breaths. Like I said, we're going to go real quick today. 4 deep breaths. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so go ahead and slowly open your eyes. And then we're going to get started with a quick Tabata. So it's going to be an 8-minute Tabata today. We're going to go between 4 movements. We got our jumping jacks, right? Which hands together, feet together. Hands are touching at the top. Hands touch behind the back as we do that. So real time is here, okay? You don't feel like jumping, step to the side. You can still touch above your head and behind your back. Skaters hops, right? So we got skaters hops today, and that is the one where we're gonna try to keep our feet pointed straight ahead. We're gonna cover some distance, try to find our balance, right? Jumping from side to side. You can also just kind of step from side to side. You don't feel like jumping this morning. And then we're going to go into butt kicks, right? So we can march these. Again, you're going down or touching those heels if you're going to march them. And then We can also run them. If you decide to run them, let's do that with soft feet, please. And then same thing, high knees, right? So we're running in place. We're bringing those knees up. We can march it, but the knees have to get higher than the hips, or we can run it. Whichever one we do, we're going to try to practice soft feet. So 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 8 rounds. We are going to get started right now, starting with those jumping jacks. Jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1, go. So jumping jacks. Soft feet with the jumping jacks even. Find your rhythm. Make sure you're still breathing. Rest it. The body scan does not stop just because we're not intentionally doing your body scan. You're supposed to still, okay, here we go. What are we? Skaters hop. Body scan lasts all day, right? Supposed to be checking in with that body all day. Lose that habit of only checking in when there's pain. Stay connected. Okay, rest it. We got butt kicks next. Butt kicks. Here we go. Soft feet. Breathe. Let's butt kick our way into August. Can you believe it? Rest it. It's already August. August. Okay, we got high knees next. High knees next. High knees. Soft feet. Breathe in. Okay, back to jumping jacks. Back to jumping jacks. Jumping jacks. Okay, rest it. Skaters hops. Skaters hops is next. Skaters hops is next. Side to side. Here we go. Find that balance before you jump. Okay, rest it. Butt kicks. Butt kicks are next. Butt kicks are next. Here we go. Soft feet. Get some blood into those hamstrings. We're going to need it. Some of the hip work we're going to do today. Okay, rest it. High knees is next. I believe it's the last one. I believe it's the last one. Yes, it is. High knees. And rest it. Good job, you guys. Good job. Okay. You need a mat because we're going to start on the floor today. You need a mat. Let's grab your mat. We are going to start with 30-second Superman hold. So I got my clock here. All right, so we're gonna go from your Superman hold, which you're on the ground, stomach is pressed into the ground. Okay, I'm gonna separate my feet, point my toes. Feet are gonna be same distance apart as my hands. Thumbs are gonna be pointed up towards the sky. I'm gonna lift up with my glutes, and I'm just gonna hold in that position for 30 seconds. Then we're gonna get into a forearm plank for a minute. And we're just gonna do 2 rounds of that, okay, just to get into this. And then we will start the workout, as if that isn't part of the workout. It is. Okay, so everybody's got their mat. We're gonna get started here in about 15 seconds. I'm gonna run and grab my towel here. I'm already sweating in this hot garage. Wearing my muscle shirt because I'm hot. Okay, I lied. We're gonna get started here in another 15 seconds. We're gonna start with Superman. Okay, 5 seconds. Get in position. Point those toes, hands apart, 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Okay, think about pointing with those toes, trying to touch the wall behind you, and then reaching with those arms straight at the elbows, fingers are spread apart, and I'm trying to touch the opposite wall. Now, focal point is your butt. Your butt is the anchor. You squeeze it, it helps lift the legs, and you can use it as a base to help kind of lift those arms. Okay, rest it. We'll rest for 15 seconds, and then we'll get up into that forearm plank. 5 seconds. And now we're in the forearm plank. Now with the forearm plank, right, I'm squeezing and scooping my hips. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. Hands are apart. And I am pushing away from the ground with the shoulders. Good job. You're just going to find your breathing. Find your breathing. Okay, that was 30 seconds. Okay, that was 45 seconds. We got 15 seconds left. Five seconds. Okay, and rest it. Okay, 15 seconds, and we're going to get right back into that Superman hold. 5 seconds. And we are up. Okay, 15 seconds left. Five seconds. Okay, rest it. Okay, 15 seconds. We're back into that forearm plank for 1 minute. Okay, 3, 2, 1, we're up. Forearm plank. Engage the glutes. This hands are apart. Pushing away from the ground with the shoulders. That's a hat. That was 30 seconds. We got 15 seconds left. 5 seconds. Okay, and rest it. Good job. Good job. Okay, we're ready to go. Ready to go. So, what do we got? We got 4 movements. We're starting with a single leg glute bridge. We're going to do some donkey kicks, some fire hydrants, and some knee tucks. Let's start with that, okay? So first thing, glute bridges. So our glute bridge, we're on our back, heels are down on the ground, right? And normally we just drive through those heels, bracing with these arms, lifting the hips up as high as we can. Today, we're gonna go ahead and extend one leg. Now, I'm going to still do the glute bridge, but this left leg is gonna stay at the height of my hip. So watch this. I'm gonna go ahead and drive through that right heel, and I'm gonna lift up. Bam! Now you see how there's a straight line between my hip and that left ankle? And then it's gonna all go down at the same time, and then back up. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 12 of these per leg. So let's start with that left leg extended. We're driving through the right leg, we're bracing with our arms. We need 12 of these, right? We're breathing out on the way up and in on the way down. Keep that leg level with the hips. 3, 2, 1, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so those are difficult, you guys. The priority on that is just making sure that you're really getting into that right glute, because we're driving through that right leg. It's not how high you can get. As you get stronger, you're going to be able to get higher. Now, the other thing you want to pay attention to is not letting your hip dip. So if I'm driving with the right leg, I'm not going to let that left hip trail behind my right hip. I'm going to keep them level. So let's go ahead and switch sides. Now we're going to extend that right leg, right? We're driving through the left leg, left heel. Here we go. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so if you're like me, you notice that the left hip is stronger than the right hip, right? And when you notice that, you just make a mental note of it. You just want to make sure that if you're doing this on your own, that you do 2 to 1 until you get those glutes even. What do I mean by that? 2 to 1. So I would start with my right leg because that right hip is weaker, do a set, then go to the left leg, do a set, and then finish with the set on the right leg. That's 2 to 1 until you get your muscles balanced. It's very important, especially that those glute muscles are balanced. When they get balanced, you will feel a lot less stuff in your low back. I'm just going to say that, stuff. Okay, donkey kicks are next. We're going to get on all fours. All fours. Hands underneath the shoulders. Hips or knees are underneath the hips. I'm going to shift my weight to my right knee, lifting my left knee and my left foot off the ground. Okay, you see my 90-degree bend in my knee. Now I'm going to keep that 90-degree bend as I lift that hip, that heel up as high as I can. I'm going to bring it back down. It's going to go in front of the knee, and then I'm going to push it back up again, keeping that 90-degree bend in the knee. We need 12 of these, people. Here we go. Right, let's start here, and then breathe out. Push up on that heel as high as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Switch sides. Let's shift the weight onto the left knee, lift the right knee, flex the foot, and we're going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good job, good job. Okay, next, we're staying on all fours and we're gonna do the fire hydrant next. So we're still on all fours. We're gonna shift the weight back to that right knee, lift the left knee, and I'm gonna keep that 90-degree bend, and I'm gonna keep my femur, or this part of my leg, in line with the leg that's not moving. So I'm gonna lift it up, it's still in line, okay? Then I'm gonna kick straight forward, here. I'm gonna bring that foot back, and then I'm gonna return to start position. Okay, we're gonna do 12 of those. Fire hydrants. Here we go. We're lifting straight out to the side. We're gonna kick straight forward. Bam. Bring it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Woo. I feel that in my core. I hope you can as well. Okay, let's go other side. So we're going to shift the weight onto right knee, or I'm sorry, left knee, and then lift the right knee up, flex the right foot. Again, straight out to the side, and we're kicking forward. Okay, 1. Do not marry these movements. What do I mean by that? They're individual movements, right? So we're going to lift up to the side. That's 1. Kicking forward. That's 2. Kicking back. 3, 4. So that's 2. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 1 more, and 12. Okay, good job, you guys. Good job. Now let's go with knee tuck crunches. So what your knee tuck crunch is you're going to get on your butt, you're going to stretch those legs out, fists are wide. So I'm here, I'm hovering, and then I'm going to bring the knees up. Hands are going to kind of slide together. Extend. extend. So just like that. We need 12 of these, just 12. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Ouch. All right. So let's do that again. Let's do that again. So we're starting on our back, single leg glute bridges. We need 12 per leg. Let's go. Let's extend the right leg. Drive through that left heel. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, switch. Switch. Right leg is extended. We're driving through left heel. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Next are those donkey kicks. Donkey kicks. So we're on all fours. Hands are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Okay, we're going to shift our weight to the left knee, flex the right foot, and we're going to be kicking tiles up in the ceiling. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, switch weight onto the opposite knee, the right knee. Now lift up the left knee, flex the left foot. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, good job. Next, we got those fire hydrants. So you guys, all these movements can be enhanced by leg weights, right? So if you feel like this is too easy, if you have yourself a set of leg weights, no, not too easy. Okay. If it is, you can throw on a set of leg weights or you can increase the reps. Okay. So next, let's go with those fire hydrants. So again, we're on all fours, right? We're going to make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders. They can be wide base so that we don't have to work on balance so much or stability of that knee. Go ahead and drive that right knee in, lift I'm sorry, left knee in and lift the right knee, flex the foot. We're gonna raise out to the side and then kick forward. Okay, so that's one. Bring it back. And that's two. 3, 4, 5. These are no joke if you do them correctly. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, and 12. Okay. Yeah, these are no joke if you do them correctly. I can feel this all the way across my core. Here we go. Other side. Shift the weight to the right knee. Lift the left knee up. Flex the left foot. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good job. Good job. All right, next we have the knee tucks. The knee tucks. Let's just do 12 of those, right? So we're leaning back, pointing those toes, and then we're going to come together, knees to chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, first grouping, second grouping. Let's get into some bicycle crunches. Bicycle crunches. Let's go 30 of these. So with our bicycle crunch, fingertips are behind the ears, right? Giving me more length so that I can rotate and touch elbow to knee. So I'm here, left heel is on the ground, left leg is extended, right knee is up, left elbow touching right knee, and then I just switch, right? We're going to do 30 of those. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3. We're counting every other. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. 30. Okay, we're gonna mix that with the movement called kneeling hip drives. So what my kneeling hip drive is I'm gonna push those feet flat into the ground and I'm gonna sit back and cross my arms. Okay, and then I'm just gonna stand up here and I'm gonna squeeze my butt as tight as I can. And then I'm just gonna sit back down. I'm gonna come back up and squeeze my butt as tight as I can. We're gonna do 30 of these, you guys, 30. Okay, so knees together or close together, right? We're gonna try to not let the heels fall out. We're gonna try to keep those heels pointed straight up. And we're just gonna sit down, squeeze as tight as we can. 1, 2, 3. Now I really want you to squeeze those glutes forward to where the hips move so much forward, you're kind of arching back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, so that's a good one too. If you're like at the gym and you have like a band, like a stretch jump band that you can put your body into, and then when you go back, the band obviously gets shorter, and then you actually have to put pressure onto that band. You can really get into those glutes. I felt it with just body weight, but I like to give you guys other options if it's not hard enough. Okay, now we're gonna go into what I call a super glute lunge. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your left foot, put it up like so. Now, if you look at my left heel and my right knee, there's a little bit of room. I want to take that room away by backing that heel up to where you can't, there's no space in between the right knee and the left heel. Okay? Now, I'm going to take both hands and I'm going to flank the left foot. I'm going to try to keep my hand or fingertips on the ground as I drive through my left heel, and I'm going to try to get that leg straight. Bam! So this is the end, and then this is the beginning. Okay? So it's going to look like this. Now, you can take your fingers off the ground, but I do not want you to stand up from your hip up. So let me give you an example. Watch this. I am going to stay bent over as I get both legs straight, and then I'm going to come back down. So you see how I'm not standing up, but I'm trying to get both legs straight? That's what we're going to do. If you are flexible enough to keep those fingers on the ground to remind you not to stand up, then do so. I am not. So my fingers are going to leave the ground. I need 15 of these. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to stand straight up, but stay bent over. 1, 2. Now remember, when my knee hits the ground, it is right behind that heel. 3. So essentially, all of my weight, 4, is over that right leg, or I'm sorry, left leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whoa, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay. Now, if you're doing that properly, your glute, your left glute should be on fire. On fire. Okay. Now let's switch sides. Again, my setup. No space between that right heel and left knee. Okay. I am going to stand up, get both legs straight, right, while staying bent over. You can even see how the majority of my weight is over that right leg. And I am getting into that glute. Right, left foot is even off the ground. All my weight is on that right side. Bam, back down. 1. We need 15, people. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Okay, I'm going to break that up. That's on fire. 12. 13. 14. 15. Okay. That hurt. All right, what do we get into next? Oh, let's go into our squat to hip abduction. So I'm going to raise you up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Coach Chuck, it's heavy glutes today. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. So my squat to hip abduction. I'm going to get into my squat position. Feet are outside of shoulder width apart, pointed straight ahead. Now, I'm going to squat, but my knees are not going to move forward. So that means in order to squat, my hips have to go backwards. Now, as they go back, they go out. I'm going to get as deep as I can. And then before I straighten my leg when I stand up, I'm going to lift out to the side. So it's going to look okay. Now, when you lift that leg out to the side, keep the toe pointed straight ahead. Think about squatting down and then pushing out with the heel as high as you can back into your squat position as high as you can. We're going to do 15 of these per side. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. And 15. Okay. Let's go right into that other side, guys. Let's go right into that other side. Here we go. Squatting down. 1. 2. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, good job. Good job. Okay, so we're gonna run through this one more time. We'll get to this other stuff on Wednesday. All right, so again, bicycle crunches, we need 30. We're counting every other knee. Every other knee. So if you like big numbers, we're doing 60 if you want to count every knee. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right. Kneeling hip drives. I need my pad this time for my knees. For my knees. Okay, feet are flat, heels are in. I'm going to sit back, cross my arms over, squeeze the butt super, super tight at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to make this more difficult. 7. Keep your shoulders 8 on top of your hips throughout the whole movement. 9. So you see 10. I'm not leaning forward. 11. Even when I sit back. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 1. Don't forget that deep engagement at the top. 2. That's where the magic is. 3. 4. 5. 26. 27. 28. 29. And 30. Okay. Now we need those super glutes, super lunges. What do I call those? I call them super glute lunges. Okay, so no air or no space between the knee and the heel, right? We need 15 of these. We're going to stay bent over as we try to get that front leg in particular straight. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Other leg. Right leg. Okay, no space between the heel and the knee. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right. Okay. Got one thing left, you guys, but I'm gonna have you do that on your own because I did not realize the time. So you just need 15 squat abductions to do on your own when I sign off. Sorry about that. But I wanted to get to our words of wisdom or our affirmation today. And I don't have much to say about it. I'm just going to read it and you're going to take it for what it's worth. Here we go. Life's biggest tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. Life's biggest tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. That's it. I'm serious. I'm not saying nothing else about that. That's what you get. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Thank you for joining me for today's, what's today? Today's Monday, August 1st. Yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Go into August in attack mode, go into Monday in attack mode. Give yourself a round of applause, a pat on the back, nice little high five. You might not get another one of those until you see me again on Wednesday. So do it, do it, do it. Any questions, ladies? Not, you guys are way too talkative in the morning. Anyway, have a great day. Hope to see you here Wednesday.
Thanks, Chuck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chuck. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too, Carol.